And welcome to Planet 412. I am your host, Matt Amsh. Welcome, everybody. And Planet 412. I am your host, Matt Amsh. Welcome, everybody. It was good enough to say it twice because the guy that's going to be coming on here with me got to witness something legendary for his favorite baseball team in history. Those of you that weren't happy about last night, sorry, but you got a two-time winning team and the biggest loving fan in history of the Dodgers. Might I add, introduce Taz. Welcome, my friend. Congrats.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, it was just spectacular. I'm a huge Dodger fan. We've talked about this. I love the game of baseball. I know a lot of people hate the Dodgers these days. I'm okay with that. Um, my son, he pretty much grew up at Dodger Stadium. We went to about a bazillion games long before they were even dominant like they are now, and it's just awesome. But even if you're not a Dodgers fan, it was one of the most epic World Series in history. I think that we were talking before the show and we were getting ready. This is a World Series that will probably, if they're smart, they'll turn into a movie in 3 years or 5 years or 10 years from now. It reminded me of those old commercials. Remember those old commercials, Matt, from the 80s on the radio when they would advertise like a monster truck rally and they'd say something crazy like, you can pay for a whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. I
Saturday.
I was
Yes.
sitting on the edge of my seat for all 8.5 games. And I say 8.5 games because there were seven, but it was really 8.5 because the 18 inning game and the 11 inning game, it was 8.5 games in terms of innings. I mean, epic. I could sit and talk about the Dodgers all night long tonight, but that, my brother, is not why we're here. Some other time we certainly could do a Dodgers channel. There's some great ones out there.
Mhm.
Highly endorsed Dodgers Nation, a couple of the other ones out there. But yeah, the
I
best.
think you would kill it.
Oh well, thank you. I don't know. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but the things I do know about, I tend to dive deep. So I know a lot about certain things, and I'm wearing my 2024 hat because I gotta get good use out of it because it's going to go on the wall once I get my 2025
Love
hat.
it. That's awesome.
And I
Did you
won't.
order it that night, last night?
Um, okay, baseball players and baseball fans are super, super, super superstitious. And I, a long time ago, and I've tested this, whenever I wear baseball Dodgers gear during games, they don't do as well.
Mhm.
And so I don't wear any gear during the game.
That's smart. I
Because
don't do it either usually
well,
with
because
football.
because I'm quite sure me wearing Dodgers gear has a direct effect on the game.
Well, you know what? Being a football player, we are also beyond, superstitious. I will once in a while wear it, but I'll always take, heed at like the team, who it is, what it is. Like NFL, I usually never wear Steelers because I feel that way too for some reason. And I won't watch the whole game. If they're not doing well, I'll turn it off. And usually that helps. I'll
It's
turn it
fun.
back on and they're
You,
doing better.
you just got to let it go for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hello to everybody in the chat. Sorry, we're ignoring you. No, we were not. We were just looking at you, talking. Hello to my awesome moderators, BJ,
Hey, Miss
uh,
BJ. It is great.
Josie, and Kel.
Hey, Miss Carol. Guys, I'm so
Kel, Kel.
honored to be back in the here on this channel. Hey, Cal. It's just great to be here. I love Matt like a brother. I love everybody in the chat. This is just a really, really fun time. It's an interesting little corner of the internet, a little corner of YouTube where we can
Mhm.
just hang out and have some fun and chat and look at interesting videos and have honest discussions. And um, can I do just a short, shameless plug, Matt?
Of course.
Um, Mr. In Between, Carol Ann Reed on the In Between channel. Mr. In Between has been trying to talk me into doing a channel for 7 or 8 years. And after a lot of conversations and after our epic trip down to Kentucky, I've decided I am going to get super aggressive about doing a channel. Now, it might take me a month, could take me a year to get it to the level I want it to be at before I release it. There's some equipment that he recommends me purchasing that I don't own, and little things like that. However, stay tuned, guys, because own channel,
I love it.
and then you're gonna come and sit in on my channel.
Of course, I'd be honored, man. Collaboration is one of my favorite things in the world.
Well,
So,
yeah.
well,
Hey,
I love having you here. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just wanted to give you a little love here as well. People have been very excited about you coming back. They were missing you a lot, man. There can't tell you how many times we've had the live since you haven't been on, and people are like, "Man, I wish Taz was here. I'd love his opinion on this." And specifically, you're looking at these videos, and we have had a real pleasure to be able to lean on your career, as a producer and a director. And when you got somebody that's, been to the top like you, and it's hard to not want your opinion, but your personality, I love you as well. You're a brother. And I look forward to, of course, never interfering with what you're doing, but having you on as much as possible.
well, I wished there's only so many hours in the day, and it's just every time I get to carve out this time and be here for you, Matt, I'm gonna do my absolute best to make.
We appreciate it. Thank you. All right, everybody. Real quick, I just wanted to real fast. I'm not ignoring any of you. Karen Root, hey, that's Josie, Kel, BJ, Sandy, Charlie Budden. How you doing, brother? Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. I know there's a lot more than that. I kind of went towards the back. All right, let's move it up forward. If I miss you, I promise I'll get to you as we go. Angry German Sausage, how are you? I love that name.
I do too.
Logan Arnold. Yeah, it is funny, isn't it? Quicksilver. Devil's Reject, how you doing? Carol. White Church. Never want to ignore anybody. Unreal Estate Agent. Christy Nicole. And like I said, if I miss anything, I'll get back to you. I'm sorry.
Josie, did you say Josie?
Oh yeah, Josie. I get my mods all the time for sure. Josie and Kel and BJ. So guys, we're gonna jump into. I'm gonna open up. I know I got a couple more stuff sent to my Facebook from my friends. So what I'm gonna try and do is hit stuff up for them first.
Hey, while he's bringing that up, anybody have any questions about anything that you want to hit me up for or Matt up for while he's looking that up?
Let it fly. This first video, by the way, guys, was sent to us from Carol. Let's see. It is from Carol. Hold on. It's not pumping up. Charlotte Lenzen Jones. My apologies. And she sent actually a few things here. So we'll get going on with what she sent first. Let me hit that. Pause it. Come on. There it goes. All right, let me come back to you guys for a split sec. And like I had spoken to you guys about before, me and Taz are going to be going over some things together in the coming months, or not sooner. I want to do it actually, and kind of streamline this so that we're jumping right into it and we're not having to worry about sharing. But it's not. It's actually gotten quicker too. So, all right. This one, again, was sent by Charlotte. Lament of the Dog Man. Okay, wait a minute. It is a music. So what I'm going to do is from that, we'll go back to it later. We're not going to play any music just now. So, okay, Dog Man bloopers. Well, you know what? With Halloween being part of this, this could be something interesting. Something different.
I saved you a seat. Come, come, sit.
Now, okay. And Charlotte, no offense again, but I want to get to some video stuff, and I promise, get to that stuff as well. Okay. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Here we go. UFO, guys. 2022, 2020, 2025. Very interesting. Very similar to some of BJ's. All right, so let's give this real quick a little. So it's a UFO, obviously. Um, let's see, there really wasn't too much description. As you see, they didn't share too much. So just keeping that in. Am I getting a noise when I talk, guys?
I'm not hearing one.
Okay. Um, Taz, your opinion just on, I mean, obviously we can't zoom up much or anything like that, but a lot of UFO sightings these days, they've been ramping up and actually some very compelling video out there.
Yeah, this one. I will say this. I like. Um, if it's fake, I would say that it's what I call old school fake. I really like the orange afterburn, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the orange light that implies some sort of uh, uh, so when a camera would shoot something like that, if you notice the constant flickering of the orange bottom third of the triangle, an older camera would do, I think,
Okay.
on a video like that of something that would flicker like that. So, in a very weird way, the low tech feels very genuine to me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that said, the whole thing also does get off a little bit of an old tech CGI vibe. Almost like Last Starfighter vibe.
I feel the same way. Good call.
So I do like that fact that it's. I will stand on that's not AI.
Right. I agree.
So it's either real, uh, or it's old tech fake, which is appealing to me because older stuff is just harder to fake in my opinion in terms of visual digital elements. That said, this feels like it could be an old jet, an old military jet. I mean, the shape of it, because we don't have a better close up. I if I saw this in the sky, I would think maybe a UFO, but maybe a jet.
Right. Gotcha. But I agree. Guys in the chat have been commenting. People think it looks real. Looks could be something else. Orange. Unreal Estate Agent says orange like firelight, tungsten light. Daylight is blue, white like the sun or a star. That's interesting.
Yeah, I agree with
Um,
that.
ET's Moon and Stars 4690 says the ETs are showing themselves because they are slowly coming out to humanity. I agree with you there. I think that they have been doing a lot more these days. BJ said this is the right shape for the one we've seen in Kentucky, but this one has a lot of color instead.
Right.
Um, Charlie Budden throwing in that you got to do it sometimes. Project Bluebeam, possibly. You never know. I tend to think this one is legit, but always could be.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, let me put it this way: we've watched enough of these videos. I would put this square in the could be a real UFO category.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
and the other thing I'm going to say, just because we asked, so I scrolled back in the text. There's a couple questions people asked. And I would like to get back to them before we get too
Yeah,
far.
go ahead. Go ahead. Hold on,
Black
let me.
Molson asked me, Taz, what's your view on black-eyed children? My view is stay the heck away from them. My view is I think that they are a thing. There's you know, there's a power, I think, in paying attention to the world around you, being super uber aware of the circumstances in the world around you, the power of observation. Um, I've worked with a lot of actors, and a good director taught me a long time ago. If you say to an actor, "What's the most important skill as an actor?" What would it be? I'll put you on the spot, Matt. Make a guess. What do you think it would be?
I'm sorry, this ship right here.
No, no, no. If you're working with an actor, what's the one most important skill an actor should have?
I think number one, don't be late. Number
Um,
two, be good in communication.
Good guesses, but ironically, the best skill an actor should have should also be the best skill a cop should have, and the best skill a doctor and a lawyer, and that is to observe the world around you. Because a good actor, if they're paying attention to what's going on around them, they can act and react appropriately. A cop, a fireman, an attorney, a doctor, you got to be paying attention. And what does that mean in terms of black-eyed children? Pay attention, and if you see one, don't engage. I think that those things are out there.
Yeah.
I think that even the Bible has tons of verses. I think there are over 30 that talk about and warn you about the supernatural. And so yes, are black-eyed children a thing? Yes. What are they? We could debate that for hours, but
Hmm.
at the end of the day, they're bad news bears.
Yeah.
Don't engage them. Don't help them. Don't think you can help them. Don't try to fix them. Send them on their way with you know encouragement to go find Jesus.
And strength not to be pulled in, because I've seen some very compelling videos like These Woods Are Haunted, people giving their experiences with them. One guy, I'll never forget, he was filling out something to put in a money drop at night, a check, and three of them came up to his car and they're asking him to give them a ride. And don't worry, we don't have guns. And they had completely black eyes. And they gave him almost a sense the one was like willing him to start to reach towards the door. And he said, you know what? I was physically trying to stop, and in my hand, I was watching it move like it was going to open. And finally, I just like, no, and locked and kept it locked and flew out of there. He says, I was so terrified.
Yeah, no, I strong bad juju is what I say they are.
And you know what's funny, Stacy, is she's basically almost completely out in bed. She said she's sorry she can't be here tonight, guys, but she did say, Matt, of all things, you notice more detail than anyone, and you didn't throw that at Taz. You should be ashamed, she said. But I do. I people watch. I watch everything around me, so I agree, sir, 100%.
One other question: do y'all
Go
think
ahead.
the Liberman phenomenon is just a Bigfoot / dogman in a cloak? What do you think, Matt?
I think some of them are. You have these cloaking instances where they're starting to catch some of them on film, and when you're dabbling with light to hide or show yourself, there's going to be a glimmer effect. And two of my really good friends, amazing directors and producers, is Brett Eichenberger and his wife. Oh my God, I just went blank. It's but I'll say it in a second. I remember CTE guys, the pinholes. They were in filming. I think they were in the upper northwest, and they saw at different times the shimmer effect, and they thought what it was an actual portal. They were in the actual area where Ron, and again, there's the blank man, most famous
Ron
guy
Howard?
that No, not Ron Howard. Did the Bigfoot recordings up in California.
Yeah. Oh,
Um, oh
oh
my
man,
God,
my
see
brain.
what I mean? We're getting old, man. I
Yeah.
have it. Hold on, give me 1 second, unless somebody throws it in there before me. I'm sure they will.
Uh,
Ron Moorhead, thank you,
Ron Moorhead.
DJ. So I've interviewed him. I'm sorry. Like I said, I got CTE, man. My stuff is a little slower than it sometimes. But Ron Moorhead took them up into the area where he had his experience. And they said, first and foremost, oh my God, this place could never be found by anyone just looking for it. It is hours and hours on horseback into the most thick, forest. And they said, both of them, that it was just an amazing place and crazy stuff happened, but they both saw the glimmer and thought they were either portals or beings, which, there's a lot of known beings up there, the Bigfoots they recorded. And so, yes, long story short, I do believe some of them can be that going on.
I agree. I mean, I think that it's really hard. We as humans want to categorize everything. We've talked about this before. My chupacabra things that I've been saying for years, because that happened in my teen years, and then well, the first one was in my teen years, and the second time was in my very early 20s, and convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt they're chupacabras because the local said, "Oh yeah, those are chupacabras." And what do I know? I'm just a dumb kid, and I've come to realize that I don't think they're chupacabras anymore. I think they were um and I think that uh
You
we
do for sure. You don't think they're chups anymore?
well, everything I've learned about chupacabras now that we have a lot more information because the good old fancy World Wide Web, uh, chupacabra it didn't behave like chupacabras behaved. It
Hmm.
chased me. It chased at me on both occasions, and so I feel like it was
Could be a skinwalker
a
too.
skinwalker. I think they were
Yeah,
skinwalkers,
that
uh,
makes sense.
and so now I think they're skinwalkers. But the point is, we're so apt to want to say, "Oh, is this a Bigfoot or is this a Dogman? Is this a skinwalker? Is this a chupacabra? Is this a UFO? Is this a ghost? Is this a this?" And because putting it into a category makes us feel safer, makes us feel better. Uh, and I think that at the end of the day, the most important thing is to just be honest with what you see and be honest with the circumstances and be open to trying to learn and grow and see it for what it is. Because all chupacabras don't behave like the creatures that I saw, uh, at least that I can find anywhere else, but skinwalkers do.
Right.
So, and I didn't know that until I started hanging out with you guys, and so just I guess the long and the short of it, and I'm being a little too long winded on the topic, but don't get too caught up in necessarily putting a label on it. Instead, be more descriptive about your experience. What did you see? What were the colors? What was the energy? What was the feeling? What was the temperature? Go through the five senses and describe
Right.
what happened, and the labels will take care of themselves.
Agreed. Agreed. And everybody who's commented on time saving, Stacy despises it. I'm a child of the night, so I don't mind it. And hello to Jack and everybody else that's come in. Let's get to this next video, guys. Another one popped up. This one again is sent by Kat Appleby, one of my great friends and one of our greatest supporters here. Let me get it ready. I will come back to you guys and share it. Make sure there it is. Always make sure it's unmuted, especially on these little ones.
In this last video, a woman named Rosanna is lying in bed when the most disturbing thing is caught on camera. Now, although she was terrified to the point of being paralyzed by fear, she tries her best to film this incident, and for good reason. Getting this on camera would be the best evidence she's had so far in trying to prove that something isn't right with her apartment. Her place is not what it seems, and it's for this reason that her children can't live with her. Things at home.
Matt?
Sorry, guys.
Matt,
Something
we're
happened
offline.
there for a sec. Hold on.
We're offline.
Something happened there for a second. I need to replay that. My thing reset.
I think we're offline.
Hold on 1 sec. I got it.
Okay, I got you. I'm not going anywhere, but I think we went offline. Or maybe
Yeah. So what happened is this got reset. For some reason, it just redid it. So
Cool.
I think we're still on.
Cool.
Let me make sure. Yeah, we're still going.
Good, good.
I just need to reshare it. I apologize,
I got
everybody.
scared. I was disconnected to my brother.
It's all good. All right, here we go, guys. I apologize. Something weird happened. The gremlins are back.
In this last video, a woman named Rosanna is lying in bed when the most disturbing thing is caught on camera. Now, although she was terrified to the point of being paralyzed by fear, she tries her best to film this incident, and for good reason. Getting this on camera would be the best evidence she's had so far in trying to prove that something isn't right with her apartment. Her place is not what it seems, and it's for this reason that her children can't live with her. Things at home have gotten so bad that she fears for their safety, including her cats. In one video, Rosanna's cat does this.
That was
Rosanna's choice to keep her family away from this place is mainly due to this and many other occurrences. But as of recent, something's happened that's fully convinced her to keep not just the family away, but also herself. It's late at night when this is captured.
odd.
Now, Rosanna states that during this moment, she had seen a shadowy figure appear right behind the door. Soon after, she began to black out as though she was intoxicated. The entirety of this incident is without a doubt pretty freaky, but while it still remains inconclusive on what
saliva on
occurred
the
that
ground?
night, Rosanna is certain that she won't be staying here for long. Until she has the funds to find another place, Rosanna will continue to own this strange apartment and presumably capture more evidence of these happenings. But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
That was kind of creepy. Was that saliva at the end on the ground there?
I don't know. It was some sort of weird,
Yeah, some type of
like crystal
foam.
edging of some kind. Yeah, that one was pretty disturbing. You know, sometimes, what do I always say? What was going on 3 seconds, 30 seconds, 3 minutes before? But either the narrator did a good job, or it just felt very real. Like, it felt very real from the sense of something weird on the moment. And you turn on that, and like she said she was paralyzed in fear, but she didn't know what else to do but turn on the camera or whatever the narrative was there. That little phraseology lend it to a greater authenticity for me.
Mhm.
That felt like a poltergeist. Um, uh, Books flying off a shelf is pretty common poltergeist thing. Um, when I first saw the moving bag, I thought, okay, I could run over, push the bag, run back, jump on my bed, and turn the camera on, and see that, and I could have put a couple of fishing lines behind some book and pulled them with my ankle. Okay, but it didn't feel disingenuous to me, and the light thing actually was very unusual.
Mhm.
It didn't feel like a car driving by. It didn't feel like a lightning bolt outside. It just felt like very random pacing of the light.
Right.
So I'm chalking that one up to poltergeist of some size or other.
Well, I agree with you, and I'll tell you what grabbed me immediately is the night that we went back to the Youngstown Steel Mill ruins to do our live and everything there.
Is that the one you
Before
did with Dave?
Yes, and I have a recording, that's on both of ours. It says, I say at one point, "Hey guys, just to let you know, I'm starting to feel strange," and I really did. The reason I brought it up to them wasn't because I wanted to do it for the camera. I actually felt like if I pass out, and I think I say it in the video, guys, if I start to pass out, I just want you to know this isn't for the video. Like I'm feeling strange, and what started to happen was lightheaded. I started seeing spots, black spots after a while. And then not long after that, something touched my ear. And that's, when you see me kind of freak out there.
Right.
So that grabbed me. I think it was a very possible genuine video.
Yeah.
We,
Again, Bronze Snake says it could all be done with string. I agree. But the thing that gets me is the tone of the voice of the woman and the heavy breathing of the woman.
Mhm.
In like in conjunction with all the things that was going on. Yes, you could have played a trick with the bag. Yes, you could have done some things with the books with a fishing wire around your ankle. But I didn't see any moving of the camera. The cat, that cat, something was going on with that cat. Either it was another cat or something, but you didn't see any other creature. That cat was beyond furious.
Oh yeah. Trust
So
the animals.
any one of those things feel like, maybe not, but maybe. But when you take them as a whole, between the bag moving, the books flying, the lights, and the cat, and then the little trike going down the hall, I actually thought that it was a string with the trike thing or the little scooter thing at the beginning. I was like, that feels like a string. But as a collective, I'm leaning more toward a poltergeist. What do you
Mhm.
think, Matt?
I am, again, after what happened down at the steel mill and then hearing her description, hearing her breathing too, like
Yeah.
that, you just, I don't know, it sounded legit.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
think there was something there.
Bronze Snake, again, we're not definitively saying yes on anything. I do respect what you're saying, but just as a complete package, the thing that pushes over the edge on that one for me, if you want to go back and even show it again, Matt, is the lights. Um, Knowing enough about lights,
Yeah, hold on one
the
second.
light on the door behaved really unusual.
How far was that? Was that at the end
Toward
there?
the end, it was toward the end. Yeah, it was after the capture.
Let's see here.
You know,
Was this before this?
we don't have it on our screen, brother.
Oh, we got to put it on ours. My bad.
That's okay.
I always forget it's not going to pop up right.
That's what you got me, baby.
That's right. Thank you. And there he
Cool.
is while I pop it up. Because he the man. All right, there it is, guys. My bad.
Yeah,
Here,
scroll toward the end. Last maybe 20, 30 seconds.
Let's see. So that's 247.
About,
About right here, you think?
a little bit before that. Out there, maybe. Yep,
Right there. Is that it?
Yeah.
That was weird. So what are you saying about that one? What's difficult to do?
See, okay,
Now, Rosanna states that during this
couple
moment, she
things.
had seen a
Wait,
shadowy figure.
having watched it again now, notice you can see her leg in the lower corner of the. You never really see any kind of movement that would suggest she's pulling a string.
Right.
But now we're establishing if she's doing this, she has to have an accomplice, which you don't see any shadows. You don't think it's anything that would suggest an accomplice. Number one. Number two, that particular pattern of lights, I'm opening up to the floor. Explain to me what that could have possibly been. Is it lightning? Nope. Is it uh, a car floodlights? Nope. The pattern of lights is very unusual to me.
So thinking of all of obviously any type of equipment can, imitate, especially with light, but that doesn't grab you like maybe she had something on the ground, a lighting thing.
It would have to be outside. Let me put it this way: that could absolutely be fake. But but she's going to be spending some real money on the other side of that door.
It looks very weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, uh, it's just yeah. I mean, it could be. There's some money being spent on the other side of that door if it's fake. Um, you know, it feels very poltergeisty to me.
Okay. Well, guys, um, as we said before, let's see. New England Dirt Roadie cameraman is lightning quick with his equipment while fast asleep. The majority of us, I think, feel the same way. So it's very interesting for sure. Let me
Yeah.
move this back for a sec.
Angry German Sausage, you're kind of hilarious. I bet we'd have a lot of fun hanging out together.
He is funny, I have to admit. Let's see, Kat. I'm going to bring her back up here because Kat has sent some good stuff. That's the same one, I think. Hold on. So we'll have to go down. All right, here we go.
Okay, I see you.
Okay, you get it. That's for sure. What a dirtbag. Sorry, guys. I thought.
What did he do?
All right, I'm going to move past this. This is just scare treatment. I think that was the last that she sent
Okay.
last time. So I'm going to do something real quick. I don't want to be like putting people's stuff up here while I'm looking through it. So Taz, if you could take over for 1 sec,
Sure.
let me get us back on the screen.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, one thing I wanted to throw out is that for sure in between, and I know Dave's working very hard on his documentary. There's a lot of cool stuff that is going to be coming out of our trip.
Oh,
It was a phenomenal trip. It was a mountain of fun. I personally hope it's the first of many, many trips with this
I hope
particular
so.
group of rapscallions. And I think in between was hoping to drop their Hellier episode tonight. Last I heard, it hadn't happened quite yet. They were just trying to work out some stuff. But because normally they drop their episodes every Sunday, but I don't know if it's happening tonight or tomorrow or what. But yeah, Hellier was pretty phenomenal. From my 2 cents, with a guy who doesn't have a channel, just trying to help out my brothers and sisters who have channels. I will say that if you are really, really into the paranormal of any nature, we're talking UFOs, we're talking Bigfoots, we're talking poltergeists, we're talking goblins, and you really, really, really are a no BS paranormal fascinated individual, go to Pikeville. go to Hellier.
Agreed.
Just don't think like you're going to Disney World or Disneyland. Right? Oh, the minute I show up, it's going to happen.
No.
Just go there, talk to the locals, be patient, and get to because it's all there, but it's not obvious. It's right under the surface. And once you get there and you start building up relationships, if you say, "Hey, I'm a YouTuber and I want to talk to you about this and put you on camera," they'll be like, nothing happens. And then the minute you put the camera away, then they're like, "Well, actually, I had this crazy experience, and my cousin knows all the best coordinates for a Bigfoot, and I know where this is happening, and I've got a friend who sees UFOs every night," and you're like, "What? You just said nothing's happening." It's like, well, we don't want to do anything on camera. We don't want that kind of attention or notoriety.
And then it changes, like you said, though, when you get to be friends with them,
Yep.
you show them you're not really, hey, we're not like that other crew that came through here, and they opened up.
Yeah, it's really a fascinating place. It is definitely a hotbed to stuff. The land between the lakes and Pikeville and Hellier. If you're really into this, it's a place you need to be.
Agreed. So, guys,
buy you time. How'd I do?
You did fabulous, brother. I couldn't ask for a better co-host. Thank you. Much better than me sitting here saying, "Okay, guys, just one more second. Hold on." For sure. Guys, this one is another Mr. Impossible. I had a few people actually send this episode in to me over the last 4 days. I got like 4 different people that sent it in. So 4 days, 4 episodes, or 4 calls for this. You guys know that we love him. He has a great show. So let's get going on this one.
World with work, responsibilities, and endless to-do lists, it's no surprise that when the weekend or holiday arrives, people are eager to get out of town and just relax. Just so you have an idea, around 100 million people book hotels and Airbnbs every year. That's a lot of people, isn't it? Now, most of them are hoping to relax and have a good time, which is what usually happens. But sometimes, things can go wrong in the most bizarre and unexpected way. Sometimes turning a peaceful getaway into a real-life nightmare.
We're at our Airbnb. Tell me that is not a camera.
What the hell?
Yo, I just came from my Airbnb.
And today, we're going to be taking a look at the scariest and most unexpected Airbnb and hotel experiences caught on camera. Are you guys ready? Sit tight, because this is going to be a really wild one. Now, taking into consideration that privacy is a really big concern in today's world, I guess that one of the most common fears when renting an Airbnb is actually being watched by a hidden camera, or even worse.
No idea if this was a live camera. We had no idea if someone was actually watching
And I guess this is exactly what happened with an internet account by the name of the Brandon Robert. He was staying at an Airbnb with his girlfriend, and it was late at night, and they were changing channels on the television when all of a sudden this happens.
We're staying at an Airbnb and we're flipping through the channels.
What is that? Is that ours?
It hasn't moved. We're too scared to get up.
Is it our toilet?
I'm gonna throw up. She's walking to the bathroom now, and we're gonna see if she pops up.
At this point, they do what anyone would do. They head over to the bathroom to test if this was indeed a hidden camera in their bathroom, and this is what happens.
Are you in there?
Stop, you can see me?
Babe.
You're joking with me, right?
I think it's coming from there. There's like vents.
It has to be that because it's right above.
Alright, we'll open it.
Unable to open the vent, Brandon and his girlfriend get the heck out of there as fast as possible. Creepy, isn't it? But Brandon's case isn't the only one.
Are
We are at
you
our Airbnb.
kidding?
Tell me that is not a camera.
Hi, we think our Airbnb has hidden cameras, and I feel like I'm being watched, and I just do not feel safe in my Airbnb.
TikTok user Kaylin Bossy had rented an Airbnb with a couple of friends of hers, and everything was going as it should, up until the moment they spot what they believe to be a hidden camera So they did something different than what most people would do, and they called the cops, and this is what happened.
Did you see that at home, bro? I don't know.
Okay, so that's what it should look like.
The bottom part of the microwave?
We are not going to contact the host. We are contacting Airbnb to see if they can send somebody out, because if the host did plant this, we don't want them to mess with anything or like hide the fact that they did put a camera in there.
After checking every corner, the cops come to the conclusion that the house may be indeed bugged with some sort of hidden camera, something advanced that they had never seen
We
before.
still don't know if it is a camera or not, but we are talking to multiple electricians, and a lot of people are saying like it really could, like there's a very good possibility it is. But again, we have not had anybody come look at it yet because we have not been in our room because we are scared to be there. So by tomorrow we should have like an actual update.
Unfortunately, Kayla never uploaded an update on the situation, but I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that this could actually be a hidden camera? And do you think that calling the cops was the right thing to do? On January 2020,
Real quick, I mean, this is pretty obviously, we all know what's going on there.
Right.
I mean, it's shut case. What would you do in a situation like that?
I'd call the cops.
Me too.
I mean, I would absolutely call the cops. But again, this day and age, unless you're inside your own home, you pretty much need to assume you're on camera.
Right.
I know people who will, and I think finding a camera, a hidden camera, like finding equipment to scan a room and check for bugs or whatever, and it's probably gotten cheaper than it used to, but that's not a cheap thing to do either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would call the cops. I'd report them to Airbnb, and I'd get the hell out of there. But at the end of the day, what's going to stop a corrupt, I don't know, maid or hotel manager from doing the same thing at a cheap Motel 6 or Holiday Inn Express or whatever?
Right.
This is not exclusive to Airbnbs. I mean, I would aggressively go after them to the fullest extent of the law, civil lawsuit, criminal lawsuit if things apply. But in the here and the now, if you're out in the world, assume you're going to be on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say anything in a text message or an email that you wouldn't want to say in front of a courtroom, in front of a judge.
I agree. Guys, what would you do? Would you guys, go and right to the desk and yell at somebody? I would call the cops and take care of it too that way. I have a wife and a daughter, so I'm not going to be responsive to someone apologizing or something. So
Me neither. Yeah, and I've got a wife and children as well, so I wouldn't hesitate.
Could I ask you to do me a quick favor, Taz? Because we're getting, and I already refreshed while I put on this other video here. Could you real quick refresh and come back in for me? Because there's like a crack or a it's making a certain noise when I play the videos, and that might kill it.
Okay, I'll be back.
Thank you.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
He's awesome, isn't he? All right, guys, I'm going to pop this one up here. I'll make sure that he can be added to the screen. In fact, let me add him to the screen real quick while he comes in here. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Hey, Main House, how are you? I saw a lot of other comments. Owl Woman 13 and hey, how you doing, Griffin? All right, you are back, my friend. Let's see, add to the scene. And we shall throw this one up and get going. I'm still hearing it. I don't know why.
You don't think it's anything on my side, do you?
In your audio, the settings underneath the picture, you get that little gear for settings. Could you go in there and check if your echo cancellation, auto gain control, and the background noise reduction is clicked?
Working on it.
Let me mute him for a sec. And I'm going to play this and see while he's muted if
before Luisa Dominguez and her family decided to travel to Pigeon Forge in Tennessee. Now, Pigeon Forge is a very small town with a population of about 6,000 people, so it's a very small town, but it's also a very beautiful town surrounded by rivers, mountains, and lots of trees. Now, even though Pigeon Forge is a beautiful place to visit, it's also located in the Appalachian Mountains. Now, if you don't know about this, the Appalachian Mountains is considered one of the most haunted places in the United States, with loads of strange stories of skinwalkers, unknown creatures that roam the woods, paranormal activity, and the list goes on.
It's back. It keeps peeking in here on me. Oh my goodness gracious, what the hell? Ain't nobody in the other room. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Now, at the time, Luisa Dominguez and her family, including her brother, decided to rent a cabin in the woods through Airbnb, and upon arrival, her brother decided to sleep in the upper floor all by himself. Everything seemed as it should. It was a quiet and cold night, and everyone was fast asleep. This is until 3 in the morning, when her brother is woken up by what he describes to be a large hand pressing against his chest.
Tipo 3 de la mañana, yo siento una presión en mi pecho, una mano grande, más o menos de aquí hasta acá, que me abrazó. Yo pensé que era mi...
Hey guys, I wanted to do something real quick. Damn, I don't know where that noise is coming from. That's really odd. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to refresh one last time since everything has been...
Hi, guys. I don't know if you can hear me or see me.
Problem normally takes care of the problem. And so there's a scene I wanted to rewind. I know, guys, you were getting into it, but Taz was trying to fix something and he is back. So I'm not hearing it. So let's see real quick. I'm going to re-share that because that part he has to see. I've wanted him to see this for a while. And I hope that that worked. Otherwise, we'll just not worry about it after this.
Is it gone, the sound?
Right now, but we'll find out when I play it if it is or isn't. So let me share this real quick. All right, let's give her a try.
Loads of strange stories of skinwalkers, unknown creatures that roam the woods, paranormal activity, and the list goes on.
It's back. It keeps peeking in here on me. Oh my goodness gracious, what the hell? Ain't nobody in the other room. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Now, at the time, Luisa Dominguez and her family, including her brother, decided to rent a cabin in the woods through Airbnb, and upon arrival, her brother decided to sleep in the upper floor all by himself. Everything seemed as it should. It was a quiet and cold night, and everyone was fast asleep. This is until 3 in the morning, when her brother is woken up by what he describes to be a large hand pressing against his chest.
Tipo 3 de la mañana, yo siento una presión en mi pecho, una mano grande, más o menos de aquí hasta acá, que me abrazó. Yo pensé que era mi cuñado o las niñas despertándome, algo había pasado. Cuando me di cuenta que no había nadie conmigo, me entró un escalofrío por todo el cuerpo y yo empecé a gritar auxilio, auxilio, auxilio.
Now completely creeped out, Luisa's brother walks towards the stairs, and this is when things take a really strange turn.
En ese momento voy, abro la puerta y no podía abrir la puerta. Yo me volteo y me quedo así mirando hacia el extremo cuando siento varias manos que me están agachando y me están sentando y yo seguía gritando auxilio, auxilio, auxilio. En ese momento prenden la luz, salgo corriendo, algo me empuja hacia la escalera y caigo de espaldas así y ahí en ese momento llega mi hermana.
When Luisa wakes up, she's pretty sure that there's a burglar or maybe an animal inside the house, so she calls the police, which arrive 10 to 15 minutes later. And this is what happens.
papi, mire a ver si de pronto fue un animal.
At this particular moment, the police is trying to understand how was it that he fell down, was it an animal, maybe a burglar, or anything like that, so they're asking some questions. However, Luisa's brother states that he felt as if there was a hand picking him up and throwing him down the stairs, even though there was no one there. At the time, he was taken to the hospital just to run some checks and for some minor stitches, but he was back home in a couple of hours and everything was just fine.
Me hicieron varios exámenes, gracias a Dios no pasó nada grave y me dieron de alta el otro día.
Now, Luisa and his brother were surprised that police actually took them seriously and were very much interested in what had happened.
Nosotros contamos la actividad paranormal que había sucedido en el momento. Creíamos que nos iban a tildar como locos, pero tomaron una reacción totalmente preocupante y normal, o sea, como si les interesara.
Normally, they could think that he's crazy or just spilling out nonsense, but it wasn't the case, and I guess that this is mostly because the Appalachian Mountains is indeed considered a very haunted place and full of bizarre and strange reports of Bigfoot sightings.
Hey, do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Paranormal activity, and the list goes on.
Okay.
So I didn't want to keep going on. I wanted, excuse me, I got a lozenge in my mouth. I wanted to definitely talk about that first couple things there. First, some people are saying they think it's a cow. I don't see cow. I've seen a filter on that. It definitely isn't a cow. I could buy a cougar.
That's the vibe I get. I think it's a cougar, especially at the low angle. Got cows, owned cows. That's not. I stand. That's not a cow. I definitely get an animal vibe. A cougar is the and okay. So Pigeon Forge, not that far away from where I live. In fact, my son who just got married this last summer, he and his wife honeymooned up there. It's a beautiful, beautiful place in the Smoky Mountains. Lots of cougar, lots of bear. Like they came out and there was a bear checking out their car and putting handprints on their car at the Airbnb. I mean, it's a very wildlife area. I'd say cougar. There's not cows. Cows aren't commonplace in Pigeon Forge.
Right.
It's a very heavy-duty tourist area in the mountains, and there's a ton of cabins that are up in the woods, but they're pretty high up into a mountainous area. So I stand by. I stand by cougar. Yeah, believe it or not, Bronze Snake. I really like his wife, so he's happy. He's got to, he's got to figure it out on his own.
For sure, grown man.
Yeah. No, I think that's a cougar. Definitely some sort of animal. And why are we surprised? There's been stories of poltergeist shoving people downstairs forever, and people have night terrors. My wife has had night terrors in her lifetime, just waking up and feeling like there's something sitting on her chest, some entity. In fact, she wrote a script about it, a fictional script that I hope to make someday. Well, that's we showed it on the channel. The Fear in the Flesh.
Well, I shook my head. I'm like, oh God, that would be so awesome.
Well, and that movie was based on a dream she had, and when she woke up, she felt like there was something sitting on her chest. So so I got no problem believing that a poltergeist would throw somebody downstairs. I got no problem a poltergeist would be sitting on somebody's chest.
Agreed. Yeah, this stuff happens all the time. You hear people talk about it happening, and then men also, or women being attacked sexually from what do they call them? Oh, what's the entity that's come on, BJ, let's see if you can get it answered first. There's an entity that will sexually take the energy from a man or a woman. Incubus and succubus. BJ is on it, man. She does not play games. That's why she is my girl right there. And it definitely, lends to that type of an event too.
Right.
They feel the panic, they feel exhausted afterwards, or like just in the dump. And that's some wild stuff, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, those mountains up there are creepier than all get.
Oh, thank you for that's why you're here. BJ, I immediately commented to her because she is in that area. Man, you cannot, look at the Appalachians and not be able to show any type of appreciation for that. Hey, Griffin, thank you very much, Griffin. Let's see here what you're saying here. Matt and your lady, it's a custom in Lancashire of my upbringing to always drink one for the vine. Oh, thank you very much, Griffin Eagle. You are awesome, phenomenal, and we appreciate you and glad to see you here. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you.
Lancashire.
England.
Yep.
We are happy you're here. And I'm very glad to have you as always. All right, guys, let's jump back on this.
Whatever it is that happens in the Appalachian Mountains to this day remains a complete mystery. Is it maybe because it's one of the oldest places on Earth, being a mountain range that was formed around 230 million years ago, or is it something else entirely? For the past centuries, scientists and researchers have been trying to prove the existence of ghosts, paranormal activity, and another side of this life that we humans cannot see with our eyes. However, animals like dogs and cats seem to be sensitive to this paranormal side of life. They can hear and see things that we can't.
What is it? Whoa, what is it? What is it?
That we can't.
Sorry, I want to see that one with the guy on the bed again. Hey, that was legit. So real quick, we're not going to stop for long, guys. I promise. We're going to get these rolling, but I had to just real quick ask. I mean, his reaction seemed 100% legit to me.
Yeah. Genuine reaction. I didn't see anything. It was just a dark.
I'll play it again. There's definitely a shadow.
The one before that was a guy. There was definitely. Did you see the guy who looked like a cowboy hat or like a Freddy Krueger fedora? And the one before that, that's the one I wanted.
Is it about right here where I am? Should I play?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, yeah.
And then come back over to us and get us off.
Okay.
We went a little too far back, but that's okay. Just let it roll, Matt.
Okay.
Someone said earlier this one has like the Thing vibes. I totally agree with that.
That one right there.
Whatever it is that happens in the Appalachian Mountains to this day remains.
Was that it right there?
No, it's still coming up.
Okay.
That one was just quick.
A complete mystery.
Last one?
Is it maybe because?
I'm sorry, Taz. What'd you say?
Did you see the eyes in the last one in the cabin?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that actually kind of felt like a mask.
A mask, you said?
Yeah. But keep going, because the ones we want to watch are like...
Because it's one of the oldest places on Earth, being a mountain range that was formed around 230 million years ago, or is it something else entirely? For the past centuries, scientists and researchers have been trying to prove the existence of ghosts, paranormal activity, and another side of this life that we humans cannot see with our eyes. However, animals like dogs and cats seem to be sensitive to this paranormal side of life. They can hear and see things that we can't.
Thank you, Omar. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Let me run that back real quick one more time.
Eyes.
Thank you, Omar.
However, animals like dogs and cats seem to be sensitive to this paranormal side of life. They can hear and see things that we can't.
Good catch. So, real quick on that one, I mean, that obviously brings up the, thanks again. Let's see, we got someone else also doing that too. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart as well. Oops, I didn't mean to hide that. I'll get it back up. Hold on. Angry German Sausage, again, one of my favorite names out there. Taz. Oh my gosh, and Sandy Lucerno, thank you as well. You are phenomenal. Thank you guys. You guys are so awesome. Taz, while we're giving some love with these guys on the screen, the fedora jumps up as the Hat Man, obviously. You're feeling on that video specifically.
Yes. Yeah. Something's there. It's either a mannequin, a person in the shadow, or it's, a sandman. It's something.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I thought that was a good one. And the guy here, we're about to play it right where I want to. There's definitely something dark behind him. He has, in my opinion, an extremely legit reaction.
I wish we could see what he sees.
I agree. So it just looks like a torso.
Yeah, or a chair.
right. Definitely could be that as well. I'm going to look on down the road here, trying to see if I can get any plug-in types of apps that I can change the contrast and stuff while we're here doing
this. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So
get on that, Moneybag.
What's that?
I said, get on that, Moneybag.
I will. Well, not yet, but.
What is it? What is it?
Welcome, Doctor.
The dog was like, I am not doing anything. I'm scared shitless right now.
Oh, shit.
See for yourself.
On October 2023, Emma Jean and her dog were staying at an Airbnb and everything seemed as it should. However, late at night, her dog starts staring at the wall and barking for no apparent reason. And this is what happens.
Is there a ghost? Yeah? What is this first? Where's the ghost? Right there? Where? Where is it? She's staring at the wall.
It seems as if her dog is reacting to something that neither the camera or Emma can see. But Emma continues on recording, and what happens next left Emma and the entire internet completely creeped out.
What the?
Did you see that? What looks like the shadow of a hand can be clearly seen trying to reach for the dog. And not only did the dog notice it, so did Emma.
What the?
Whatever's going on here, it seems that most internet users agree that this is possibly one of the best video evidence when it comes to proving the existence of a spirit world. Some internet users state that they can hear a growling sound in the very beginning of the video, and that they believe that this is what caught the dog's attention in the first place. Now, I'm not exactly sure about the past history of this Airbnb. What I do know, however, is that this is one of the creepiest videos I've ever seen when it comes to haunted places. But I want to know your take.
Okay,
Do you think that this
sorry.
is possibly a
Go ahead.
So when I first saw it, I was like, is that like the shadow almost looked like it was a piece of paper? Because there was pieces of paper there. I was like, did a piece of paper get blown off that little table, that little glass table? But it didn't. And I was looking when they replayed it a couple times, looking to see if there was any kind of vent or any kind of paper laying on top of that little table. That one looked really legitimate to me.
Let me run that back one more
I don't
time.
know. What does the room think on this one? What do you think, Matt?
I was actually wanting to cut it back again myself because I wanted a better view. So I'm glad you said that. I was like, well, do I want to run it back, or people don't want me to keep stopping? So I'm glad you said something.
Yeah, that one. I think that's the most. Again, people argue with me.
for no apparent
Go ahead. Sorry.
But that looks like the most genuine thing I've seen all night.
Okay.
reason, and this is what happens.
Is there a ghost? Yeah. What is this first? Where's the ghost? Right there. Where? Where is it? She's staring at the wrong spot.
It seems as if her dog is reacting to something that neither the camera
How about
or
the
Emma
eyes
can
glowing
see.
real quick
But
on
Emma
the dog?
continues on recording, and what happens next left Emma and the entire internet.
What'd you say?
It's just the anger. It's the light in the room and the camera angle.
Right. It just grabbed me because
it was so red.
Right. Yeah, it reminded me a little of what I saw in the dog man. It was funny.
Yeah.
Completely creeped out.
Oh. What the? Yeah.
Did you see that? What looks like the shadow of a hand can be clearly seen trying to reach for the dog. And not only did the dog notice it, so did Emma.
What the? That was the best.
Whatever's going on
UFO.
here, it seems that most internet users agree that this is possibly one of the best video evidence when it comes to proving the existence of a spirit world.
That was very intriguing, man. I'm telling you.
Either the camera or Emma can see. But Emma continues on recording, and what happens next left Emma and the entire internet.
The
What'd you
papers,
say, Taz?
And after watching it several times now, I was like, what's the deal with those papers? Those aren't papers. Those are puppy pads. I mean, and you put those down when you have a puppy in an Airbnb.
Right. That's wild.
Completely creeped out.
Yep, that's what those are.
What the? Did you see that?
Okay, well, keep it
What
going.
looks like the shadow
okay.
of a hand can be clearly seen trying to reach for the dog. And not only did the dog notice it, so did Emma.
What the?
Whatever's going on here, it seems that most internet users agree that this is possibly one of the best video evidence when it comes to proving the existence of a spirit world. Some internet users state that they can hear a growling sound in the very beginning of the video, and that they believe that this is what caught the dog's attention in the first place.
What the?
Now, I'm not exactly sure about the past history of this Airbnb. What I do know, however, is that this is one of the creepiest videos I've ever seen when it comes to haunted places. But I want to know your take. Do you think that this is possibly a shadow person or a ghost? Or is it something else entirely? And have you ever experienced something like this before? Now just imagine renting an Airbnb with the intention of relaxing for the weekend and actually finding yourself in the most bizarre situation ever, something that you usually see in a horror movie. Sounds weird and unrealistic, doesn't it? But it's actually not. While searching for the topic, I came across several videos of people who actually come face to face with the most bizarre situations ever, such as rituals being performed, hidden rooms, and the list goes on. And I guess that this is exactly the case with this next video that we're about to watch, that was recorded by a woman who was staying at an Airbnb all by herself, and all of a sudden she noticed bizarre sounds coming from one of the vents in the ceiling. At first, it seems as if she can hear someone next door, but then she contacts the Airbnb owner, who tells her that there is no one in the house and that there shouldn't be any noises inside the bathroom. So she does what anyone would do and sets up a camera in hopes of finding out what exactly is going on here, and what happens next left her completely creeped out. Now at this point, I'm pretty sure that most people would have left the house in a hurry, but she didn't. She trusted the fact that the Airbnb owner told her that there was no one inside the house, so she stayed there for the night. The next day she wakes up with a picture on her phone that she didn't take, and this is the picture. Creepy, isn't it? But it just gets creepier and creepier. On June 2023, Tiara and a friend of hers were staying at an Airbnb somewhere in Portland. And at first, they weren't very happy about the fact that they couldn't use the front door. But once they were inside, they found this house to be very beautiful. But sometimes appearances can be deceiving, and what Tiara and her friend...
We have doors that don't properly close. We have evidence that there used to be locks on the outside, where is it? Outside of bedroom doors. See? And did you look at that? These little closets with their own little locks on them that open up into areas that look like this with warm, dark holes that lead to other rooms. There's tons of little closets and things around this house. If you open them up, they lead to little sus more areas that we don't know.
After finding a hidden room with a peephole on it and several other rooms with locks on the outside, Tiara and her friend began to feel unsafe, as if there was someone possibly watching them. So after making this video, they contacted Airbnb and left the house immediately. But sometimes these hidden rooms aren't as easy to spot. And what if there's someone living or hiding inside?
Alright, so we're in our Airbnb in Canyon City. It's an old mansion. That is a secret door to a back staircase that goes into a bedroom. And I noticed that, here, open it up again. On this side is a wall. And on this side is a wall. And then there's this little bookcase that just looks like I said exactly to Connor that it's gotta be a secret door.
On January 2024, Connor and his family were staying at an Airbnb in Canyon City in Colorado. The house itself was very beautiful and everything was going as it should, up until the moment that they started finding these hidden rooms.
And lo and behold, Connor found a button, and it is a secret door into a whole creepy ass basement. Don't know if you can see how old that carpet is, but...
Should we go down?
Curious to see if this was something to worry about, they started trying to open these doors with a certain level of success. And at first, they were kind of giggling about it and finding it very entertaining.
Going down. Got friends.
However, things quickly become very creepy when they find out that there's someone possibly living or hiding inside. Check this out.
Lights, okay. Not too scary.
Oh, creepy chest freezer. Finn.
I wonder where this door leads to.
Oh god, no,
Probably
don't.
the outside.
Okay, we have a chest freezer with water bottles. Oh my god. Ooh, why are there so many rooms?
Why is that just huge?
After checking the hidden basement, they come across a human-sized freezer and a heater that had been turned on before they got there for some mysterious reason.
Wait, shine the light in there again?
They also come across a locked door that they have absolutely no idea where it leads to.
Keep locked.
Several internet users seem to agree that there's something really creepy about this hidden basement. Not only there was a heater that was turned on all the time, which is sort of a safety issue, it possibly means that there's someone hiding or living there without their knowledge. But I guess that when it comes to finding these hidden rooms in Airbnbs, it gets much creepier in a video uploaded by NotXH2 a couple of weeks ago. Check this out. A couple that had been staying at an Airbnb somewhere in the United States comes across this very bizarre room full of doors with locks on the outside. Needless to say, they left the Airbnb almost immediately. But it doesn't stop there. Something very similar also happened with popular TikToker Lauren Gray.
Okay, so we're staying at an Airbnb and just a normal mirror. This is the bathroom. This is the main bathroom. Pan around. Pan around. Okay, back to me.
Back to me.
Look at this.
Lauren notices that there's a small vent in one of the bathroom mirrors. And after taking a closer look, she is able to find a hidden room behind it.
Come in.
Bruh, this is
First of
not
all,
okay.
look at this. Towel on the floor. For what? Come in. Come in. Come in. What the fuck is going on in here? What is this? What is that? What is this?
Now inside the hidden room she finds a towel, an underwear, and what looks like a pair of gloves and a chain. I mean, taking into consideration that the only entrance to this hidden room is through the bathroom mirror, what is going on here? What is this room used for? Creepy, isn't it? But it gets even creepier in this next video uploaded to Reddit by the Mug Wump. Check this out.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday?
Yeah. Who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard.
What are you doing? What open it? Yeah. Is that a?
I was thinking about going and having a shower now.
Where's your trousers? It's laughing.
I would jump on that.
We've rented this house from you.
Yeah. Well, any problems?
No, there's no problems, mate. Just like
there's a few glaring problems, I would say. Before we move on, I wanted to obviously just, because these are all intertwined. I think we found out who has been doing things in the house and looked like he was just taking care of business before he said hello to everybody. Or he thought maybe they'd say, hey, come on in, good looking guy. Wow. The laugh of the guy he's so incredulous. He's like so blown away. He's like, I can't believe this is happening. Who are you? You know what I mean? That's like the laugh of beyond shocked. What would you do?
Dude, the text, all of these rooms. If I saw a hidden bookshelf, a hidden passageway, one that was even remotely big enough for a human being, and it wasn't listed as part of the deal, and they didn't say, hey, by the way, this is here, I'm out. Period. End of conversation. Any one of those, the one with the two girls at the beginning, oh, sister, get out of that house.
Oh, beyond.
As
soon as you can.
The heater on in the basement. And again, I saw people, hey, a laundry chute, servants' quarters in an old house, all reasonable. All understandable. However, if you don't tell me on the front end, hey, this is here, be aware.
There's a problem.
I want you to know you're doing an Airbnb in a house that has a lot of hidden rooms.
They were here when I bought it.
Yeah, they were here when I bought it. I want you to know it's safe. Full disclosure on the front end. If they're not giving you 100% full disclosure of the weird, creepy stuff like that,
Yep.
or hey, I stayed at Airbnbs where I go to I want to go see a concert in another town, and I'm literally just renting a bedroom one night, like a bedroom and access to the bathroom, and the people are living there. I get it, but if you think it's yours, 100% yours, then and somebody shows up walking through a wall, I mean,
like it's a door or something.
right.
Housekeeping.
Matt, if it was you or me, we probably would have pulled out a gun.
Oh, 100%.
Don't
That
care
would have
if the old
been
man with his
his
shirt on and his pants off looking for the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, period.
Head trip. I agree. He did sound intoxicated too.
The creepiest one was the one where the only entrance was through the bathroom, and there were chains on the wall and a chair sitting there. I'm like, ooh,
that made me think of, do you remember the real famous case in Cleveland where the guy had kidnapped people for years on end and he had them chained in his basement? He was from Cleveland, Ohio. I forget how long he had, and the one girl thankfully escaped or planned an escape or got to scream to some. I don't remember how they finally got found, but they the guy had one girl, I think, for 9 years or something, or 4 years. Could you? Oh my God, man, how horrible! That's what some of these places are.
Yeah, I mean,
that's so scary.
Again, be aware of the world around you, gang.
100%. All right, let's roll.
And by the way, we've got people in here from Australia. We got people in here in England. All of the United States.
Canada.
It's an honor, Canada. It's an honor to have every one of you here. I don't care if it's just me, Matt, and the moderators. We're going to have a good time. But every one of you who are in here, we're thankful that you're here.
Oh, so much. I have such loving people from other countries that have become a staple on Planet 412. You guys are all part of the family.
We appreciate you.
Big time.
And we're here to engage and ask any questions. If we miss you or you have something to say, tell us again. We're not intentionally trying to ignore anybody. It's just, we're just a couple of guys having a good time.
For sure. And throw it up in all caps.
Yeah. So.
All right, here we go. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, as always, Dad.
Well, yeah, I'm happy with ours, but what are you doing here?
In this particular video, the owner of an Airbnb was staying inside of a hidden room all the time. And when it hits midnight, he goes out to use the bathroom, the kitchen, and many other places inside the house. All of this without anyone that's renting the Airbnb knowing about it.
You might have noticed after midnight, there might be a bit of creaking on the stairs because it's me using the toilet. I was just sitting there and I think they're out.
You want to show? Well, yeah, but I'm not out.
Now in this particular case, it's a complete mystery what exactly the owner is doing inside that hidden room. Is he watching everyone through hidden cameras or what? I want to know your take. What do you think about this, and what would you have done in this situation?
Honestly, Matt, on this one, on that one.
This is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check him out, and don't forget to leave a like.
Sorry, bud.
No, I apologize. But on that particular one, you know what I think is really happening on that one? It's an old man on a fixed income that's just Airbnb-ing it, and he's living in that old room, and he's trying to make a
hiding.
Yeah. Because he's probably on a fixed income.
Yeah.
He genuinely thought they were gone. He was going to go take a shower and then go back in his little hole. He doesn't feel like a creeper who's he could be.
I agree. Hold on one sec. Let me get that off the screen. I agree. It didn't seem malicious or anything. I think he was just like, hey, I didn't know you were still here. I can hide myself so I don't intrude upon you. But I am, wanking it once or twice while I watch you on a camera. But no harm done. No harm done.
Right. Yeah, he seemed pretty clueless.
Yeah. That's what Lucretia Tella said. She said, Lucretia Tella. Let me say it. Lucretiella. I always Lucretiella. That's it.
Lucretiella.
She's 100% correct. All right.
What else you got in your bag of tricks?
Yes, I had. So I think some people said that they sent me a couple things. I want to make sure.
Hey, I got to ask a weird question just because it's a fairly common name, but Sandy Lucero. I went to high school with a Sandy Lucero, spelled the same way. You didn't grow up in New Mexico by chance, did you? Just curious. No big deal. Probably 1 in a million chance, but.
Well, for sure. I am actually going to move on to the next video because I just asked somebody who said, "Hey, Tim Houston, how are you?"
Hey, Tim.
I asked the one guy and he said he had sent it, but it's not there. So I'm just going to move on to his next video if you guys are cool with that. Or if there's something else you would prefer to watch, I can put on. I'm going to check some other emails real quick. So let's hit this real quick and pause it. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to try and find some more of my people who said that they sent stuff, but I'm not seeing some of it. So that's okay. And then we are not going to be on. This is going to just to let you guys know, because Taz and I both are inundated with things. We're going to be on. This is the last half an hour of the show, so let's make it a good one, guys. I'm still working on some stuff I have to get out tomorrow. It's so damn close. I'm like, please, God, help me get this done. Editing is not fun. Taz, I'm sure you can agree.
Not a good time per se. No, not my idea of a good time. But that's okay.
Beautiful sunny day.
Right.
A person records a mysterious structure that might actually change everything we thought we knew about this world. And it might actually unravel ancient ruins and pyramids that were found underneath the surface of the ocean that are possibly older than any other civilization that ever existed. Not only that, there's possibly a huge cover-up to hide the existence of these ancient ruins. From mysterious places that defy common sense to unexplained alien-like structures and underwater ancient ruins, in this video we'll be taking a look at the most mysterious places that should not exist. Are you guys ready? Well, let's go. Now, when it comes to mysterious places on this planet, the ocean is full of them. The only problem is that usually recording these locations is often nearly impossible due to the harsh, unforgiving conditions. Now, given that we've only explored about 20% of the ocean, there's so much about it that we don't know. Stories of underwater civilizations such as Atlantis, or alien-like creatures that inhabit our lakes and oceans, spark endless speculations about what really hides deep within our planet.
Okay. What is that, bud?
What the heck?
What is that, bud?
I have no clue.
Wow, they're videotaping it as well, hey? Yeah, look at that.
What the heck?
What is this?
On October 8th, an internet account by the name of Pasalo65 was flying over the Gulf of Mexico when all of a sudden he spots this massive structure under the surface of the ocean. He does what most people would do, he gets his camera and begins recording this mysterious structure, and this is what he saw. While flying over the Gulf of Mexico, Pasalo65 spots what appears to be a pyramid-shaped structure just off the coast of Yucatan.
Hey, Diana.
After posting the video to TikTok, it amasses millions of views and thousands of comments, and some people think,
I was just saying hi to Diana.
Okay. Hey, Diana, how are you? And real
And
quick,
thank you to Sandy.
also, I agree. Also, I just wanted to real quick, Taz, while I said hi to them too. Do you see the pyramid structure here? Do you think?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, that's so obvious right there.
That's super clear.
Anyone that doesn't see it, I'm circling it with my pointer right now. I mean, you can see the other sides.
It does have an AI vibe to it, but yes.
Could be. Definitely, and that's the disappointing part.
Yes.
10. After posting the video to TikTok, it amasses millions of views and thousands of comments.
Hit
Some
pause
people
for-
think that this is just an option.
What'd you say?
One other thing, I'm having a hard time believing that that's really from a plane, because when you're looking out a window and you see the plane engine, look how slowly
For the coast of
we should be seeing that plane engine come up on the pyramid a little quicker than that.
Okay. Good point.
Anyway,
No, I
the plane's moving really slow. I don't believe it.
yeah, it does seem moving like it is. I agree. I've been in many planes too. I agree. It should be moving.
pyramid-shaped
Who knows?
structure just
I don't
off the
know.
coast of Yucatan.
I mean, can you think of any ways like maybe that he'd be sitting, or just a mixture of different things going on there that maybe it wouldn't show as quick, or you think that's a glaring?
Well, here's the thing. Because, okay, so it's all about perspective of the angle of the front of the engine. He's
After
very
posting the video to
Sorry, here,
very
let me mute
parallel across the front of the engine, which means I think that we'd be seeing it go much faster. I don't know. It's a perspective thing. Planes move quicker than that.
Yeah, I agree. I do.
It makes it suspicious AI to me.
You're right. And you know what? Now that whole circle's there, it almost seems like before that circle pops up, that there is something that's been placed there. And it's funny that goes up there, because you see that spot, like that looks like possibly this was all put in there too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And that's the sad part, dude. Like, if it wasn't, then, we're all doubting, but that's where we have to be today.
Right. And you know what? I mean, do I believe Atlantis is out there? Yes, absolutely.
I do too.
But is this Atlantis? No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I do know they have found a boatload of pyramids using LADAR, which is laser radar, LIDAR. I'm sorry, LIDAR. LADAR is the other new thing that just came out where it helps guys get laid. So sorry, I'm just kidding. I just had to throw it in there because I'm sure.
Can I get some of that?
Right.
With my wife and me.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop it in her drink tomorrow or something. Or if it's a laser using, that would make it super easy. Just hit her with a light and happy guys.
There you go. Laser.
It does, ladies. It doesn't take much to make us happy. It
we're
really
pretty
doesn't.
simple creatures, us guys.
Yes. Oh, yes. But the LIDAR stuff out there has been incredible. The stuff that they put in South America over there, all of these spaces that seem like it's just all green. Well, there's a lot of crazy stuff under these things. And, it would be cool if, they could hit some of these areas and find them in the ocean too.
Right.
I agree with you. All right, let's roll. Welcome, Head Trip, as a part of the 412 member.
While flying over the Gulf of Mexico, Pasalo 65 spots what appears to be a pyramid-shaped structure just off the coast of Yucatan. After posting the video to TikTok, it amasses millions of views and thousands of comments, and some people think that this is just an optical illusion. However, if we decrease the saturation and increase the contrast of the video, we can clearly see that it's not just one pyramid that we're looking at. It seems as if there are more pyramid-shaped structures, and most internet users seem to agree. Now, whatever's going on here, this does not look like a coincidence or an optical illusion. So I started researching the topic and I came across several articles that state that in 2001, a team of explorers that were working off the coast of Cuba came across sunken pyramids that they supposedly found using sophisticated sonar equipment. Strange, isn't it? But here are things take an even stranger turn. Paulina Zelinsky and her husband, which were part of this team of explorers, stated that these pyramids were about 6,000 years old, which would be older than the Egyptian pyramids. And if this is the case, it would possibly change everything we thought we knew about the past. Not only that, they also hypothesized that there was a land bridge between Cuba and the Yucatan Peninsula, which makes us wonder if there's a huge complex of underwater ruins that remain untouched in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, if all of this weren't strange enough, it gets even stranger. These team of explorers were featured in many different websites.
Now, what do you think of that, Taz? That they threw a different filter on there. Do you think it still doesn't really change
It doesn't
anything?
do much for me. And again,
Not
I'm
only
scared
that,
about- and again, there might be. Listen, I'm very comfortable with there being pyramids all over Mexico. I've seen some, the Incan pyramids and stuff. So could there be a pyramid? Sure. I still challenge the authenticity of the original video for no other reason than
speed.
I don't believe the speed of the plane.
Okay.
I don't.
That's why part of why you're here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Great job, man. I love it.
If it gets even stranger. These team of explorers were featured in many different websites on December 2001, and after that, it goes silent. There is absolutely no information, no follow-up, nothing. It's as if this team of explorers never existed. In other words, it could be fake, or it was covered up for some mysterious reason. Now, this wouldn't be the first time a pyramid is discovered under the ocean. In 1987, divers discovered a mysterious rock formation off the coast of Yonaguni in Japan. With its stepped terraces, sharp angles, and flat surfaces, this strange structure led many to believe it could be the remains of an ancient man-made city, possibly 5,000 years old. However, to this day, the true origin of the Yonaguni monument remains a mystery. Some think it's a natural geological formation, while others debate that it could be the remains of a lost civilization. But it doesn't stop there. In 2007, researchers discovered a mysterious stone formation at the bottom of Lake Michigan, now referred to as the Lake Michigan Stonehenge. With its large arranged stone resembling the famous Stonehenge in England, this underwater structure led many to speculate about its origin. Among the stones is one with an ancient carving of a mastodon, suggesting that it could date back over 10,000 years. To this day, the true purpose of the Lake Michigan Stonehenge remains unclear, sparking debates about whether it's a natural formation or evidence of an ancient, forgotten civilization. It seems the deeper we go into this mystery, the more we get closer to the idea of an ancient lost civilization, one that could resemble the stories of Atlantis. Now, according to Plato, Atlantis was highly advanced and may have existed about 10 to 11,000 years ago, and at some point in time was swallowed into the sea following a battle that led to its disappearance. Now, what boggles several researchers and experts is that the ocean is so vast that an entire civilization could still be hiding within its waters. In 1991, a mysterious sound coined the upsweep was recorded by researchers,
I remember that.
and to this day, no one has an idea of what it could be.
The balloon, I think, too, they call it. Excuse me, guys.
The sound was recorded somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, and to this day, no one has any idea of its origin. This, for instance, is the same sound sped up 16 times. Check this out. There was also one recorded in 1997, coined the bloop.
It's really funky.
Now, these unexplained sounds and mysterious ocean phenomena spark several speculations that range from an advanced civilization inhabiting the sea to unknown creatures lurking in the depths, or even secret underwater bases. But I want to know your take. Do you think that Pasalo 65's video and the mysterious discovery of these underwater pyramids in Cuba could help prove the existence of an ancient civilization that once existed in the Gulf of Mexico? And could this somehow be connected to the myth of Atlantis? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
You better, Canuck.
Now, when it comes to mysterious places, there's quite a few that remain completely unexplained to this day. And this would be the case with this mysterious door that was recently found hanging from a mountain in the outskirts of Jinan in China. In the video, we can see a massive door that appears to have been built on top of a mountain for unknown purposes. The construction itself seems quite impossible, and for obvious reasons, these videos spark the curiosity of the entire internet. Questions like who built it, what was it used for, and what's inside are some that come to mind. Speculations ranged from an abandoned bunker to a secret base, but the true origin of this door remains a mystery. To this moment, no one has ever flown a drone inside, mostly because it will lose signal. And no one ever climbed it because it's way too high and dangerous. But if there's any update on this mystery, I'll be sure to let you guys know. In 1974, a group of miners in Donetsk stumbled upon a peculiar artifact buried deep underground. A wheel-like structure estimated to be around 300 million years old. This strange find, embedded in a layer of coal, perplexed researchers as it suggests an advanced design, highly unusual for a time when no human civilization or even basic terrestrial life should have existed. The miners initially tried to remove the wheel using pick hammers, but the sandstone it was imprinted on was incredibly hard. Fearing that they would damage the print, they decided to leave it in place and instead photographed it. The Donetsk wheel has become one of the most mysterious discoveries, leaving experts divided. Was it a natural formation mimicking human design, or does it hint at an unknown ancient technology from a lost age? In 2011, locals in the North Caucasus Mountains in Kabardino-Balkaria stumbled upon the entrance to a hidden cave within the Karakora mountain range. This underground shaft leads to a cave system that features walls that are unnaturally smooth and precise, as if crafted by someone or something. Speleologists, including Arthur Zimukov, were amongst the first to explore the cave. Arthur and his team uncover a 40-meter descent into a vast hall with perfectly aligned megalithic walls, reaching a total depth of 100 meters. This, for instance, is a sketch of how the cave looks. Doesn't look like a cave at all, does it? Now get this, within the hall, tunnels of various sizes branch off, and a peculiar floating megalith appears almost suspended in air. Not only that, Arthur and the other explorers noted a strange airflow from the bottom of the cave, as if it functioned as some sort of ventilation shaft. Now here's where things take a very strange turn. The next day after discovering the cave, Arthur Zimukov tragically died in a car accident. Year after year, the entire team that had discovered this cave began dying from mysterious illnesses, leading several people to speculate there was something very eerie about this discovery. Now, to make things even more mysterious, there are several legends that locals tell of an underground city that exists in this region. Some believe it's possibly the entrance to Shambhala, while others speculate that this is some sort of advanced construction that leads to an even deeper level. Now in 2018, Alexander Splashnov also finds this hidden entrance in the Karakoram mountain range and posts several pictures to his social media. In these pictures we can get a better idea of the depth of this cave and how smooth and perfectly aligned the megalithic walls are, giving us the impression that this is not naturally made. But the question is, if so, who made it, how deep does it go, and what was it made for?
I agree with you, Tim Houston. How much more proof do we need? I was just agreeing with Tim Houston. How much more proof do we need that there's advanced civilizations? I mean, Matt, you're muted, brother.
Thank you. I was just going to say, how can there be any doubt? Like,
Right.
just mathematically, it's impossible to fathom that we could not have intelligent life. There has to be.
It's
It's
like-
just no way.
It's not a cave. It's a structure.
Right.
Tim said. Somebody said. Yeah. I agree with all this.
Hadley is playing in the background. Sorry, guys.
Hey, I got Duke with me. Ever since I started doing these with you, I won't do them without Duke in the room. He's like making
Aw.
sure.
Hadley's usually here, but right now she's like, it's getting to be my bedtime. You need to put it away soon. Ironically, Hadley, it's 5 more minutes. So
There you go.
let's finish up, guys, playing here. I'm so happy. First of all, there's basically 60 people here. Guys, I'm loving this. Taz definitely has to hit the road soon. I will try and hold on a little longer. How long do you think you could stick around for? The longest?
I don't know. You're my friend. I don't, hey, I grew up in the Top Gun era. Don't leave your wingman.
Well, I'm going to say I'm going to let a few more vids play. So I know it's, we're at 11:55, like maybe 10 minutes over is about where we're going to go.
With that.
All right, let's roll.
Just not till another hour and a half.
No. I have too much to do. Loving the people here. Thanks, guys.
Me too.
Just a couple of weeks ago, a video went viral all over the internet of what appears to be a group of archaeologists uncovering a mysterious structure somewhere in China. It appears as if they were building a road and came across this mysterious structure. Now there's one tiny detail about this video that caught a lot of attention, and that would be the fact that whatever this structure is, it looks as if the doors and windows are too small for human beings. And because of that, loads of people started suggesting that this is possibly a structure built for duendes, fairies, or gnomes.
Vean, muchachos, vean, los que no crean en los duendes, vean. Vean un duende, vean.
Que te ayude.
Now unfortunately, there's not much information about this video. Some people believe it to be the roof of a structure, while others think that this is something else entirely, and that there's another side of the story to our ancient past that's been totally covered up. As you may already know, our past is filled with stories and myths of giants, gnomes, fairies, and tiny humanoid creatures that may have inhabited Earth at some point in the past.
The little people that live under the earth and take care of the earth, make sure that the rivers flow and the grass to grow and the trees.
They say if you ever find a spring, just get your water and go. You're not supposed to hang around there. It's not for you to hang around. So you just go, because those little people, they protect those spots. They're not for people to overuse. So they come back around if you stay there too long. Pretty amazing, because some of the tribes have similar stories and similar beliefs, and that's what I've heard, that's what I've seen and experienced myself. So
now, even though certain cultures and tribes take these stories very seriously, in our modern world, these stories are just myths. But if you start researching about the topic of giants or small humanoid beings, we'll come across several ancient structures that may actually prove that something else happened in the past. And I guess that one of the most mysterious places when it comes to these ancient constructions is Peru.
Esta arquitectura no se ve en ninguna parte de Perú y según científicos del mundo.
Located in the district of Huánuco in Peru lies the archaeological site of
Are we just gonna let that little creature that ran behind that kid just slide? You're on mute, buddy. You're on mute.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that, because I did a double take. I was like, what? Wait. Thank you for saying that. Yeah,
What?
let's.
It's like, hello, how come I've never seen this before? Either, and we didn't stop and look at it for very long, but
Where was it again?
I think it's coming up. I don't know. I was like, dude, there's like a
Right there.
yeah, there's like a little goblin in the kitchen. What the hell?
Yeah, I saw something too.
Yeah.
There it goes again right there.
Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then there's interference.
Right.
Because right here they show
Plug
it
and make it
outside.
full screen. I really would like to see that again.
Yeah, hold on. That is as big as it can be. Hold on. And then after that, there's where it goes in like their night camera. Yeah, right there.
Get rid of my make that.
I'll get it.
That's creepy. I want to really look at it and see if I get an AI vibe on it or not. Because the thing that bothers me.
Here, let me mute it for you.
If I saw a little creature, I would reach out for my kid so fast.
Oh, so quick. I mean, look at that. That looks like a person. Just a midget. This is not a midget, just a tiny humanoid.
What do you guys think that is? Do you think that's AI?
I personally am not sure. There is looking at it right now, I have my pointer on it. There's almost like that color difference that you would get from the light shining on it. It looks like the shadow's right there.
Yeah.
So
Can you make it bigger?
I don't think I can.
Well, get rid of us. Can you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was there. We were there. My apologies. That's what I need you for, brother. My bad, everybody.
Rewind it just a little bit.
Yes, for sure.
Well, and these videos too are strange. With this, there's just.
Ooh, hold on, damn it! Hold on, I got it.
They're not. They're not. We're not talking about tiny people.
Right.
We're talking about something else entirely.
Yes.
Going the wrong way, brother.
Am I?
Yeah.
There we are. Yeah.
Let that sucker play.
And yeah, I mean, and then the interference. So weird. Why was there interference?
I don't know, man. I grabbed my kid so fast.
Me too. Oh, Stacy would have been on Amira like a freaking shadow. So I mean, you see its shadow 100%. there's the shadow. You get light play from the light above, a fluorescent light, I would assume. I mean, you're the guy, Taz. What do you think?
I mean, it's weird as hell. It felt very. It feels. It doesn't feel like AI to me. For sure. I don't know what the hell that thing is. Maybe it's like the Roadrunner from Roadrunner.
Very, very strange. And again, the fact that as soon as it runs by, there is some type of interference going on.
Yeah.
Wild.
Now, unfortunately, there's not much information about this video. Some people believe it to be the roof of a structure, while others think that this is something else entirely, and that there's another side of the story to our ancient past that's been totally covered up. As you may already know, our past is filled with stories and myths of giants, gnomes, fairies, and tiny humanoid creatures that may have inhabited Earth at some point in the past.
The little people that live under the earth and take care of the earth make sure that the rivers flow and the grass to grow and the trees.
They say if you ever find a spring, you know, just get your water and go. You're not supposed to hang around there. It's not for you to hang around. So you just go, because those little people, they protect those spots. They're not for people to overuse. So they come back around if you stay there too long. Pretty amazing, because some of the tribes have similar stories and similar beliefs, and that's what I've heard, that's what I've seen and experienced myself. So
now, even though certain cultures and tribes take these stories very seriously, in our modern world, these stories are just myths. But if you start researching about the topic of giants or small humanoid beings, we'll come across several ancient structures that may actually prove that something else happened in the past. And I guess that one of the most mysterious places when it comes to these ancient constructions is Peru.
Esta arquitectura no se ve en ninguna parte de Perú y según científicos del mundo.
Located in the district of Huánuco in Peru lies the archaeological site of Aquimarca, an ancient ruin that stands out for its peculiar miniature structures unlike any other found in the entire country. Believed to have been built by the Chupachu civilization during the pre-Inca era, these small stone constructions have sparked legends of duendes, or in other words, very small humanoid beings that may have inhabited the region. Now, even though in today's world the legend of duendes is often dismissed as a myth, there are certain things about this ancient structure that makes us wonder whether there might be more to our distant past than we've been led to believe.
No hay contexto arqueológico conocido o similar como esto. Mira la calle, ¿no? Sí. El detalle, mira. De dos aguas.
Dos aguas. Esto no hay.
Se dice que se crea en Europa. 3000 años antes cualquier civilización. Y también los alares, o sea, esto. Las protecciones.
Los voladitos, los voladizos. Claro, ¿no? Ahí están, miren.
Y alguien la tiene.
Y las rocas son perfectas, son hermosas, ¿no? Miren,
si tú mides,
lajas, mejor que lajas.
Con esto, tal cual.
Todo es exacto.
Preciso.
The more we look into this ancient structure built somewhere around 5,000 to 10,000 years ago, the more it becomes clear that whomever or whatever built this, it made sure that all the windows, doors, and passageways were perfectly aligned and measured the same distance.
Interesante que viendo mis videos, como estuve aquí no me percaté, pero cuando vi mi video me percaté de este agujero. Mira, esto no es que se sale una piedra, este agujero atrás.
Se conecta también.
Pero no por acá, o sea, por acá.
Por la parte alta.
Ductos pequeños dentro de las fachadas. Ductos pequeños dentro de las fachadas, aparte de los ductos grandes. O sea, este lugar, y de la T también te quiero mencionar algo.
Sí.
¿Conoces la T?
Hay varias por acá.
Que sea esta T, ¿no? De esta T, los que han visitado Puno.
Now, what makes all of this very strange is that there are tiny air ducts that were perfectly built into the structure, and they run from one side to the other, making this a very detailed miniature structure. If we take into consideration that this was built 5,000 to 10,000 years ago, it actually makes us wonder, who built this and what for? To make things even stranger, in another video, YouTuber Trujillo Explorador checks the structure for electromagnetic anomalies, and this is what he finds.
0, 0. Ay, aquí. Mira.
Dándole una piedra.
300. Tienes de electromagnetismo, mira.
Strange, isn't it? But the deeper we go into this topic, the stranger it becomes. Stories of duendes and smaller humanoid beings can be found all over the world.
Whoa,
And smaller humanoid beings can be found all over the
that
world.
was weird. The one behind his motorcycle.
What the hell was that?
And they're panicking.
And alongside with these stories, we'll usually find structures that suggest that something happened in the distant past, something that we have little to no knowledge about.
Before we're shutting it down here, I definitely want to go back one more time and look at whatever that, because they panic.
Right, exactly.
And that has like a humanoid appearance.
Yep.
Like I would think that was the duende, and I've seen on Expedition Unknown and Josh Gates's shows, and I mean that's what makes me think of that Tata Duende, I think it's called.
Huh. Creepy.
Yeah, very much. I want to see it one more time, and then we are going to shut it down, unfortunately, guys. Yeah, really crazy there, man. So, let me stop this. And unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. Taz and I, he has to get up early. The man is a beast, and what he gets done, I don't know how you do it, but it has been, as always, an absolute pleasure to have you, my friend.
Clean living and the love of a good woman. That's what this looks like right here.
There you go. Hey, I love it, man. I am so happy with my my family, and they do make it hard at times, and according to them, I sometimes make it difficult on them. So strange.
Imagine. Weird, strange.
Right. So, did you want to announce anything or?
No, I just proud to be here. Look forward to the next opportunity to come back.
Thank you, brother.
There's not a person in this chat who I don't enjoy. I appreciate you guys being here. I look forward to the next time.
Thank you.
I hope it'll be soon. Let's make
You're
it.
busy. You are busy, but I whenever you can, we love having you. Hello to everybody. Hello to our Canadian, Australian, English, England over there. We have people from, Middle America. We have people from every part of the United States and everywhere else. I'm happy to have you guys here, and we still have 50 people plus in here. If you guys haven't clicked the like, I would greatly appreciate it. It would help immensely if you think enough of Taz and I, and if you could give us a subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I mean, he's not officially on my but he's part of it. So
I'm still waiting for that first kickback check, though. He's getting that mail there, Matt.
We still need to have a discussion, you and I. So hopefully in the next week, if you have some time.
Hey, hit me up, brother.
I will. Everybody, thank you. I appreciate everyone that donated. If you did not donate, wait, before we go. Do you think I sound at times like Casey Kasem?
Oh my gosh, all the time. Is this
you?
Yeah.
So many people have been sending in comments saying I sound like Casey Kasem.
You do. I didn't know you didn't know that.
No, I did not. I had the
Say
more
this
I
for me and say it just like this. Say, I'm Casey Kasem, and now it's time for your long distance dedication.
I'm Casey Kasem, and this is the time for your long distance dedication.
Dude, it's totally Casey Kasem.
Welcome back to today's Top 40s. I'm Casey Kasem. Let's see what's on board.
The weekly Top 40.
I have been getting so many people commenting, and I asked people the last one. Some people were like, no, because I played his voice, but there's inflections I've picked up on, and then
Right.
I do have similarities. A much deeper voice than he did.
Oh, and so much better looking. He's a little
Thank
guy
you.
who was married to like a super hot blonde of the day. I forget her name, but you should look into it. But yeah,
Yeah, money does a lot.
my advice: lean into it. You go as much Casey Kasem like as you can. It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Well, you will greatly appreciate one of the videos I'm releasing tomorrow. And by the way, guys, sorry, better late than never. It's, I know I've been teasing vids. I am taking my wife's advice and not putting a date on it. Don't say yes for sure this will be, because then if something happens like that happened with, and Taz knows we got a lot going on in the Emsh household right now. I would have had the 3 of them out today, but better late than never. So one of them you're going to appreciate. What kind of you just mentioned is basically what I did.
So, quick question for you, and I don't want to put you on the spot in front of everybody, but I'm going to anyway. How are you doing with your Hellier stuff?
My Hellier stuff is actually coming very well put together. I'd say probably because David and I work hand in hand with it. But of course mine's going to be somewhat different. I'd say probably in the next few days at the worst.
Oh wow, that fast?
Yeah, I hope.
Wow.
Where do you think Carol Ann is right with?
Well, I just checked her channel a second ago in between those last videos, and theirs is dropping tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
So they needed an extra day.
I think 2 days, 3 at the
that
most.
everybody's doing.
Yeah, it has been crazy.
I cannot wait to watch everybody's stuff.
Me too. I'm excited. I hope ours can hold water. I know they've gone off and have you and to lean on more so. But I think that
lean on me. These
everyone
shoulders,
will love
God
it.
gave me big shoulders. Everyone lean on me.
And guys, you will see him in my docu video. So
again,
I'm very
waiting for the kickback check.
Hey, by the way, we need to also talk about behind me. How I've told you how much I would love to replace that stuff.
Yeah. There. Oh yeah. You should get on that. I've been doing. I can't even show them to you because I don't want anybody to see. A lot of people hit me up for Christmas present stuff. For those of you who don't know, I paint and I do pencil sketch and colors.
Guys.
And I do
incredible.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh,
and I've been dabbling in a little bit of watercolors and stuff. And I don't do it for money. I do it for my friends. And it's a great way for me to mentally and emotionally unwind. So all the paintings in my art studio are my very most early work, because whenever I do something more recent, everybody's like, oh, I want that painting. So I just give them away. But so all the ones that nobody wants ends up in my art studio.
Well, guys, just to let you know, I did not know how good he was until the trip. And don't be bashful. Guys, he knows. He is phenomenal. He is on par with just about any artist I've ever seen. Anybody in Marvel Comics, DC Comics.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody. Right. Oh, yes, you are, dude. You need to stop being like that. It's incredible how good he is. So just to give a quick what I was talking about, guys, I've been wanting to change my background for a long time. I saw his artwork and I'm like, oh my God, I would never, first of all, ever have something that meant more to me to look at every day than to see something he did that is like one of the basis of my channel. And so, I would love to have you do something. We're going to talk about it, but
we'll talk about it. I'll see.
Awesome. All right. I'm going on too long, guys. Good stuff coming up. You're going to love tomorrow and the next day. I can't put them out in one day. The algorithm has to say, oh, okay, good. Oh, okay, good. Oh, okay, good. But good stuff, guys. And I finally right there. So have a good night, everybody.
Everybody take care of yourself. Be good to each other. Pay attention to the world around you. Say your prayers before you go to bed. And
Absolutely. We love you all. Have a good night, guys. Taz, thanks again.
Anytime.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things we thought were myth. Mysteries that defy reality. And even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire, to powerful testimonials that build trust, to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe?